and it was a comedy show. But it was an event to promote the new series on Showtime called The Real L Word. Okay? Anybody hear about this? You seen the billboards on Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Right. The Real L Word. And the cast was there, you know. Yeah, we'll see. You know, I couldn't help thinking. So then I walk out of the place, and I'm walking out in the street, and there are a couple of cast members, like, they're getting into their BMW convertible. Like I can relate to that. And first of all, there's no space for your dogs in there, okay? What are you doing with this car? Can you even fit a drum set in there? I couldn't drive a car like that. And it got me to thinking about this whole movement, this fad that started about, I don't know, 15 years ago, the lesbian chic thing. Does everybody remember when this started up? Everybody remember that I know lesbians, you remember this, that Vanity Fair cover with Katie Lang in the barber's chair and Cindy Crawford standing over her, right? Everybody remember that? That was the beginning of this thing. Before that, all us lesbians were perfectly free to walk around looking like schleppers. Okay? In case you don't know what lesbian chic means for the straight people, it means that now, you know, we can't get away with that anymore. And ever since then, it means apparently we have to be desirable to everyone. Straight guys, straight women gotta want us, you know, everybody. And it just, you know, it kind of gets on my nerves because, you know, that is not my life, you know? And then, a couple of years after that, the L Word, not the real L Word, the L Word that was on the TV comes, you know, it comes on, and now, you know, you have all these fabulous looking women, and, you know, and you're supposed, I don't know what they were thinking. It's as if we're supposed to emulate them or something, and all they do is go to the bar or the cafe or whatever, and they're all socially assertive and sexually aggressive, and all the women from everywhere are just walking in the door, draping themselves over these people, just, you know, effortlessly, right? And I'm going, that's certainly not my life, ever. That's not my experience at all. Because basically, I'm a nebbish, okay? I am. And I'm surrounded, my friends are all nebbishes, pretty much. And if you don't know what that means, it pretty much sounds, it looks like what it sounds like, okay? Like a gander. Look at this. So I'm thinking, as an alternative to the L Word, we could have something like Nebbish Girls Gone Wild. And on the first episode of Nebbish Girls Gone Wild, we would go out on an excursion to observe the lesbians in their natural habitat, which would be the coffee house. Okay? And we would all be sitting around reading our books. There's the green tea drinker over there. There's the fair trade coffee consumer over here. That one's wearing a hemp sweater. Everybody's reading their book. And women, beautiful women would wander in, and far from draping themselves over us, would be like, oh, that one, look, she's out of my league. Can't do it. Can't go up. I'm sorry if she's just out of my, that one, but she's way too much for me. No, can't do that. Can't do that either. Only, you see, all of these desires would just be, they would be thought bubbles over the heads of the people. Nebbish thoughts and thought bubbles. Why? Because nobody would ever get up to talk to anybody else. There would be no action at all. Nothing would happen, ever. And we would all be sitting there thinking, WWED. What would Ellen do? Ellen would probably walk in and dance around the room. You know, she would get things done, I'm sure. But not us. You know, I remember when I used to live in South Florida, and I had coffee house dreams and whatnot. And there was one place in South Beach. There was one place called Gertrude's that you could go to. It was like 30 minutes away. It was ridiculous. Well, nothing much ever really happened at Gertrude's either. But I used to dream about moving to a major metropolis like Los Angeles. And so I finally moved out here. World-class city. Huge gay community. Huge. One lesbian coffee house. One lesbian coffee house. And in a couple of years, it shut down. It's closed now. All we can do is just drive by and go, look, it used to be there. That's where it was. And that's all we got. So, I hang out with my straight friends. Straight women in the house, anybody? Oh, come on. Yes, thank you. God bless the straight women. If it wasn't for them, I'd never have any dates. Oh, I love my straight friends. They're all gorgeous. It's a privilege to hang out with them. But something always happens when you're hanging out with your straight friends. And you go out to a club or a bar, and invariably during the course of the evening, she'll turn to me and say, I have to step out for a minute. Do you mind watching my purse? Okay. I got no problem with that. I'll sit here, watch your purse. Purse, me, I'm having a glass of wine. It's cool. 3 or 4 minutes go by. 5 minutes, whatever, 7 or 8, I'm still having a glass of wine, purse, you know. 10, 12, now we're up to like 15 minutes now. And, it's like we're up to 15 minutes and now I realize it's just me and the purse and we're just hanging out there. And all of a sudden, that little Latina matcha inner self that I have starts kind of bubbling up to the surface, and I start going, I don't know what she's thinking, but I'm not gonna sit here all night watching this purse. I don't know where she is. I don't know what's going through her mind, but I am not the sort of person who's gonna sit here all night watching this goddamn purse. Mira que yo no estoy aquí que si para cuidar a la cartera a nadie, yo. Nunca. No, que si yo aquí sentado una propia pendeja, yo que si mirando a la cartera. Olvídate que no, I don't care who she is or how much I love her. I'm not the right person to sit here all night watching the goddamn purse. And I go, wait a minute. Who am I kidding? I'm exactly the sort of nebbish who's going to sit here all night watching the purse. And she knows it. She knows it. That's why she left it with me. Thank you, Kim Diaz.